I'm changing the bond a little bit today. I'm just going out for a local walk instead of driving somewhere and then going having a walk. I don't do this too often because I've done it too often, so it gets a little bit boring. That's why I go other places. But today it's just coming on evening. It's 4:30ish and I'm just going to go on a local walk. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. The weather's gorgeous and it's really warm. And just coming up here, we've got a creek that's a salmon hatchery. I didn't actually mean it's a hatchery. It's a salmon habitat. It's called Fergus Creek, and you've got to keep litter out of the creek because of the salmon. Important, and cutthroat trout spawn here. So you can see, at times you see the salmon swimming in this area, and this is all new stuff here now. This set of locks, if you like, so the salmon come up here and they work their way through here, and underneath here is a culvert that goes under the road, so they carry on up their way. That's the way they go. I'm just coming up to the main road now. This is called King George Highway, and this road, if you carry on down here, takes you down to the USA. I can walk it around about 10 to 15 minutes, so in a car it's only a cock stride. As you can see, it's a busy area, and at the moment all the borders are shut because of the COVID epidemic, so there shouldn't be anybody coming up here. Some of the stories you hear are that some of the American people come up on the pretense of going to Alaska, but if they get caught not going directly to Alaska, do not collect £200 for passing go, then they get fined. This oak tree here is actually a heritage tree, and there's a plaque here that tells you about it. It's an English oak. That's it. It just tells you it's a heritage tree. That's it. That's all there is to it. So there's the old English oak. Mind you, them conkers are a little bit on the short side, aren't they? We're going to have to let them grow a little bit more before Survivor Man can eat them. Here we have an RV park where people can come and stay overnight, and I think some of them permanently live there as well. I'm sure they have lots of residents. It's called Border RV Park because it's very close to the US border. The bus is sitting there at the terminus waiting for its time to go, and it's outside the Pacific Inn. This is known locally as the Pink Palace. I don't really know why they call it that, but that's what it's known locally as. And they were actually filming a movie here. It's the latest Stephen King thriller, but due to the coronavirus, everything has been put on hold for the moment, so they've not resumed filming yet. I presume that'll be happening in the not too distant future. This hotel is eventually going to be done up, but like I said, they were going to use it as it was for the Stephen King film, but who knows what's going to happen now. We don't know. At the far end there was a nightclub, but that's long gone as well now. It's a shame the way the world's going at the moment, but we don't have any choice. We just have to get on and grin and bear it, don't we? Onwards and upwards, as they say. I got to try and find a safe way across in this road now, because I want to be on the other side. So I'll be doing a runner soon. Here we go. After this one, there we go. Make sure you get over. survivor man must survive. I'm going to go across this little bridge here and up into the housing estate. Every time I walk past here there's a little yapping dog that keeps yap yap yap. You'll hear it in a minute. It's in the garden now, protecting his property of course. Sounds about 6 inches tall. Doing a great job, isn't it? The next route is this like a back road really, not a main road, and it's got houses either side, although you may think that these are the front of the houses. There's a hotel just right through there if you can see it, see in the distance there. There's a polite request. I guess that's worldwide. People going out with dogs and not cleaning up after them. Anyway, we're heading round the corner now and we should be going onto a wider proper street. Yeah, there it is. That's where we're heading. Because there's a curve in the road, the street name changes. It goes from 164A Street to 11A Avenue. And this is where they get all the mail from. This house coming up now is having a lot of renovation work done on it. I saw it when it was a really overgrown state and everything. And they put a lot of concrete into it, built retaining walls, chopped a massive tree down, 2 trees actually. You can see the stumps there. They were quite big trees. So there would have been something like that in the distance. So they've got rid of them. I don't know how they're going to get the stumps out. That's going to be a good task. So somebody's planning on doing it up, moving in. It's very warm now, but I'm keeping walking, keeping fit, keeping exercised. And it's a different route. Well, it is for you. For me it's the same route. Never mind, we're moving on. I'm going to turn right at this 4-way stop. For those of you who are not familiar with it, it's like traffic lights without traffic lights. So the rule is the first person that gets there goes. And if you've got 2 people arriving at the same time, you give way to the person on the right. So that's how they work. I'm heading down here now. It's a little bit wider street here, or should I say avenue. This is 10th Avenue, South Surrey. A little bit of Canadiana coming up for you now. I'm going to turn right here. So, as they say in Canada, you take a right. If I was going to go left, if I was going to go over there following that car, it would be hang a left. So you hang a left and you take a right. So I'm just about to take a right. And I'm going to go up this road now, but I'm heading across the road so I can get in the shade. More trees on this side. This is a nice, quiet, secluded area, and there's a large variety of different types of houses and bungalows, or whatever you want to call them, ranches. It's a nice, quiet neighbourhood, apart from somebody using a buzzsaw that I can hear in the distance. This road now sort of peters out into a right turn, but I want to go left. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hang a left here. I'm going to go through this school here. This is a school and those are the playing grounds, playing fields. I'm going to shock you now. This is a football field. And believe it or not, I've never played on this one. I think that's the first, isn't it? Looks a nice field too. But I can honestly say, I've not played on this field. One day maybe, but you never know. Everything's very quiet here at the moment, because schools are all out for summer. There's no kids around. and I suppose there's still a little bit of social distancing going on, but it's just slowly easing. And you know, the fatalities in BC have been pretty good actually, so we can't knock that. Just going to head over towards the main school building now. So the playgrounds are empty. There's another football field over there and all in the distance, if you can make it out. That's another one I haven't played on. And these are the school rooms. But as you can see, they're all boarded up because school's out. Sometimes I walk past here, they're open, the kids are in. And there's usually kids playing around here, but I guess it's tea time, so there's nobody around. Getting really hot now, but there's a nice little bit of shade coming up. Oh, that's nice. There's a couple of benches here too, if I need a rest. Occasionally I do, but today I'm just going to plod on. We're moving on again. Keep moving. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those wagons rolling. There's somebody's posh collector's car there. Looking nice. Coming up to a junction now. So at that junction I'm going to take a right. I witnessed that decking going up as well at one stage during the walks, and just across the road from that we've got a very popular vegetable, flower and fruit shop. It's very busy, always busy there, good produce, and it's open a lot. Anyway, we're moving on, we're coming back to familiar territory now. I'll let you know exactly when we get there. We're back at King George Boulevard. This is the road going south, and you know where that goes if you paid attention. That takes you to the USA. I'm going to cross the crossing, so I'm not going to film here. One thing is, they always give way to you here. The pedestrian always has right of way, so there's no arguing over it. They usually stop whether there's a crossing or not. If you want to cross the road, they'll stop and they'll let you go across the road. There's a cop car just gone past. They hope you don't see me filming and think I'm being dangerous crossing the road, although it's only a small one. And coming up here, we're back at the Salmon Creek again. So this is more or less where we came in. I hope you've enjoyed the little jaunt. It's been a nice walk and it's been a beautiful day. So I'm just going to leave you with this view here. A nice relaxing sound of the water falling. Thanks very much for watching, and be seeing you soon. Be seeing you.